Howdy folks, how are y'all doing? My name is Cub and welcome back to my Sky Factory 2.5 Let's Play adventure, and the world is finally right again. My cold is mostly gone. It kind of comes and goes a little bit now in the mornings and evenings, but I'm feeling pretty good right now, and the Synapse program for the Mac has been updated, so no more live SkyFact. Well, we'll do a special one now and then, particularly builds, I think. I've got another build planned for either episode 20 or 25, but we'll come back to that later. Today, I want to talk about power, and I guess while we do that, I should first give you guys some updates. So, I went ahead and spent some time finally sorting all these chests. So we've got resources, we have got sort of natural materials that you get from plants and animals and things. We've got constructed items, an empty chest, and then just build material up here. This is not ideal. Obviously, we're going to want some sort of a virtualized system here in the future. I'm thinking... oh, well, I don't want to spoil it, so let's not. Next up, upstairs, I have been busy. I built some new upgrades, so we've got 2 speed upgrades here now, and 2 speed upgrades, 2 fortune upgrades. I need to make some more fortune upgrades, though. I think those are going to be the most handy, but as you can see, we're getting our time and supply back, which is good, because I've burnt through it a lot in recent episodes. Something else I did, you might have noticed this inside of the resource chest. I kind of went through and got all of the crushed ores and all of the powdered and all of this dusty ones, and I started processing them. The processing takes a while, unfortunately. I mean, as you can see, it's still going, and I did this like yesterday, and I've put several hours into this game since the last time I recorded, but I don't know of any way to speed this thing up. I'm sure there's probably a way to do it. I just don't know how. If you know of a way to speed up Ender IO, let me know. I'm sure there is a way, and I would love to find out. But one thing I did speed up is right over here. Remember all those upgrades we'd previously had? All those speed upgrades, efficiency upgrades, transfer capacity upgrades? I threw them all in here. I had to make one additional one, so we had 2 across the board. But check this out now. If we just go ahead and we throw these in there, and we can go ahead and get these bars out to make some space. As you can see, we've got a lot of bars now, but just look how fast this is. Look how quickly that's going. Oh my goodness. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, about 2.5 seconds. And that's 4 ores every 2.5 seconds. Or I guess I should say 4 bars. You can just watch it jump up over here. That's ridiculous. We're getting so many resources now. Obviously, this eats through a lot of coal, so I've been trying to keep the coal topped off. One problem I had was storing the coal in here and having it automatically import it. It would sometimes import it into the furnaces instead of into the fuel slot. So we now have, where are they? I know I've got some of them in here. Ah, right there. Graphite bars by mistake. But that's good for big reactors, which we will most likely get to later on. We are running out of space in this chest. We might have to move raw materials to a different chest and just have, like, prepared materials in here. But as you can tell, we've got a lot of bars to work with now, so that is pretty fantastic. I feel like we've got everything covered we need to cover for this episode. I'm trying to think through it. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about this over here. So I moved the crucibles up here from downstairs. So this is just our 3 crucibles, and we have underneath it a single, let's go ahead and max these out, make sure they've got, there we go, a single piece of lava, and as you can see, it flows off to either side, and if you take a look in there, you'll see that the burn rate, or the melting rate is 2 across the board, so you don't actually have to have 3 pieces of lava, just 1 in the middle there. That's great. What we're going to do today is hopefully automate the production, extraction, and whatnot of lava, so we can use it to create energy. Now, This is not really like a big deal. If we go outside, which should still be safe, we had some problems with monster spawning up here, so I just throw down some torches, just temporarily. Haven't had any monster spawn on the roof yet, so that's been good. This setup is working. The solar panels we've got up here, I could definitely condense them into a couple of level 3 solar panels. That's one thing we need to do. But as you can tell, we're putting on more than we're using, which is saying something. We consider we've got this going, and we've got these over here, and these are absolutely just chowing down on energy. They won't show you consumed because of the, well, I guess if I tapped 0, they're consuming 27 RF and then 47 RF per tick, respectively. That's just crazy amounts of energy. Not that much, though. I mean, it's fine. But I like passive energy. I like energy I never have to think about. And right now, the problem is, yes, we're getting enough energy, but I have to remember to sleep so that it continues to produce. Otherwise, it drains quite quickly. And I don't want to have to think about throwing fuel in something for, like, a backup energy supply. So instead, I want to use lava energy, and we can use that with the dynamo, if we can find it. I had trouble finding it earlier. Steam, magmatic. There it is. That's the one. Uses hot fluids. Creates energy. Fantastic. It's great. We're going to build one of those. I don't know if we'll build that this episode. This episode, one thing we are going to focus on, though, is hopefully automating the moving of cobble into the crucibles, getting the lava out of the crucibles when it's done, and putting it into... Well, you'll see. Let's not spoil it. So the first thing we're going to do is see if we can just grab some more transfer pipes and use those. Now, transfer pipes should be in this chest here. We got about 10 of them. We'll see if that's enough. Theoretically speaking, we should just be able to run them around back here. Right into the back. I seem to remember in the past having to do it from the top, but we'll see if that's a real thing or if that's just my imagination. Let's check. So it looks like this is at a solid cobblestone, 180, or about 160, I should say, on both of those. So if we hook that up, does it change? No, it does not. Does not look like it's taking in any more solid cobblestone. So that's not working. And that's a darn shame, but also not a problem. Let's go ahead and we'll break off this block here. And I kind of want to collect it. I don't want to leave it just sitting around. It's not that big a deal, is it? Look at this. There's going to be lava out now. Great. Look what I've done. I've caused all sorts of trouble. I fixed it. Not a big deal. So let's see if running it up here changes anything. We're all out of pipes. Darn it. I mean, that's an excellent way to start a project, is to just immediately run out of material. Aluminum? No, thank you. I would rather use iron, if possible, because we've got way more of that than we... Where did I even get aluminum from? All right, well, we've got 8 more of these now. So, steps in the right direction here. Tiny baby steps in the right direction. I did read online that it has to be piped in from the top. I didn't notice that it suddenly started working, though. So, solid. Okay, yeah, it's definitely showing solids. This one has no solids. But if I did this, would you have solids? Nothing yet. There we go. I guess it just takes a second. Because nothing, and then boom, solid cobblestone. Okay, yeah, so I didn't have to change anything. I just had to not be an idiot. Okay, well, let's pretty this back up a bit then. There we go. Okay, so now we have cobblestone, just using the transfer node, no upgrades needed, going through transfer pipes straight into these. As you can see, great. See, now it's dark. This is great, because this gives me an opportunity to show you this. Yeah, we're losing a lot of power at night. This is why we need an alternative power source in the evening. Hi there, you weird fluid cow. Such a little oddball, isn't it? So strange. That's fine. We're not going to focus on the cow. This is not Cow's episode. Sorry, cow. Next up, we've got to discuss how we're going to get the lava out. Now, we could go ahead and use the extra utilities fluid extraction upgrades, but I want to go with something a little bit more elegant, if you will. Also, we're going to need to get some obsidian because we have to... Ooh, I need a bucket for water. I haven't gotten one of those yet. I've got buckets for everything else. Let's go ahead and grab a bucket of water. As you can see here, I started off the episode with 4 buckets of lava. I also, and I didn't mention this earlier, but I got some water over here. A little infinite water supply, because I got tired of having to run outside and be assaulted by monsters in order to get it. We're going to need obsidian, though, because we're going to be building a tank to store all the lava in. And we're going to go with the open utilities, or I'm sorry, the open block tanks, because they're really cool and they can connect and grow and they're cheap. It's just glass panes and some obsidian. Speaking of glass panes, I'm going to need to get some more glass because we're down to 4 pieces. I might have panes, but I can't recall making any. Well, I mean, I can recall making some, but I don't remember what for, and I'm pretty sure we used it. So I'll have to get some cobblestone and also process that. But lava's straightforward enough. Put some water on top of that, and we've got ourselves some obsidian, which is great. And we can just reuse the water. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll get us 4 pieces of obsidian. So, lava, lava, lava. Can I just do this all in one go? Well, no, because it won't go on top of the other pieces. Thanks a lot, water. You failed me, water. You failed me for the last time. I'm going to choke you with my mind and replace you with someone else who will actually make it all the way to episode 6 before crashing into the surface of the Death Star. And then Admiral Akbar is going to sit back in his chair and heave out a sigh of relief. Fantastic. What did I just accomplish? Right, I gotta go get some cobblestone. I've got some and turned it into sand. Excuse me for a moment. Where's my hammer? Glass, please. My goodness, it's already done with all these. How ridiculous is that? Also, there's the glass we needed. Great. So that should give us the more than 6 pieces we needed. We'll go ahead and get ourselves 16 panes of glass, and then it's just a cross of glass with obsidian to either side. That's going to give us our tanks now. We've only got 2 of them. That's not going to be enough, like not even slightly. We're also going to need a bit more lava. Look at that. Fantastic. We don't even have to worry about putting more cobblestone in there. It's going to do it already. It's going to do it all automatically. But we can put our tanks, I guess like that. And as you can see, they stack, and you can expand them infinitely and make weird, odd shapes with them. They're great. How are we going to get fluid into them? Glad that you asked. We've got some options. Now, the one I was looking at was using the Ender IO. Ender IO's got some fluid transporters. Here they are. And they're great. The problem with them is, the only one we can use right now is the fluid conduit, and it is affected by gravity, so it will not go up. It levels out. That's not really that big an issue, actually, because it looks like this is going to be the top, and we'll probably fill it in. So gravity's not going to be an issue for us, because it's going to go straight out of here into here. So we could actually go ahead and use those. I hope you are keeping track of how many times I said actually. That's just going to require some sand and a bit of conduit binder, which we already have. The other option I was looking into was going to use the fluid ducts from, and we should be able to just pop over a page, and here they are. The opaque hardened fluid duct, which is Invar and lead. You get 6 of them, and contents may vary to be any temperature, and they're really good, and I like them. The problem would be, in order to use those, we would also have to get a servo. So one of these servos over here, and probably the reinforced servo, because that's going to give us a 100% extraction rate, and it's not too expensive. Iron, we have some hardened glass, electrum, redstone, but I don't think you have to get that if you just go with the Ender IO ones. And the Ender IO, where are they? I say we give that a try. I'm going to need to get some more sand, so you'll excuse me for a moment while I use my big hammer. Yeah, we'll go ahead and use the big hammer, and we'll get some more sand. It's all about experiments, folks. I'm here to test things. I don't know what I'm doing any more than you do. So we're all just here together for fun. Did I do it wrong? Something's happening. Oh, goodness. Did I do the right thing, or is this the wrong thing? It should be producing us quite clear glass, which is just sand. Oh, apparently it doesn't matter how you put it in there either. Alright, well great. It just takes 3 sand, and in return you get... Is it just 1 per 3? No, you get 3. Okay. Alright, that's not bad. And then the conduit binder, which we have downstairs. In fact, I think we already still have it in here. We don't have a whole lot of it, mind you. Then again, we don't need a whole lot of it. That'll give us 8 fluid ducts, which is enough, I think, because we're going from these here, and we're going to extract from the sides to 3, 4, 5. We've got a couple left over. Now, there's no lava in there yet. I think we have to set these to extract. Okay, auto extract, active without a signal. There it goes. So we don't have to mess with any servos or things with these. I think we've made the correct decision. Just gotta go in here. Let's make sure we set them to extract exclusively. We don't want them to accidentally switch the lava around and do an in-out situation. So there we go. That's going to start to fill this up. We'll set you to off. No extraction. And we'll set you to insert only. Again, we want to just make sure that we've only got lava going into here. And look at that. We've almost got 10,000 millibuckets of lava. The problem being now that these are probably empty. But as you can tell, the solid cobblestone is producing fluid cobblestone. But the fluid cobblestone is being sucked out the second it's created and automatically dumped into here. So you can see the number going up slowly. Oh, it's fantastic. Now, of course, we might want to expand this process. 3 crucibles is not a whole lot, and it's not going to produce a whole bunch of anything. We can also speed it up. I said before, you can see that the melting speed is 2. We can speed that up with some blazing pyrotheum. And in fact, why not do that right now? Because it's not that difficult. I think we're going to need 4 of these, which is just some sulfur, some pulverized coal. Let's go see how many of these things we have. So we'll pop down here. I know for sure we've got the 4 redstone. I used some redstone earlier. Stop it! Whew. That was close. So 4 redstone. Easy enough. And then I think it was also some charcoal. Do we have any? Or not the charcoal, but the coal dust. It doesn't look like we have any of. But we can get really easily. It's not that big a deal. Also, what else did we need? I believe it was pyrotheum. Now, where did I store it? Right there. And then sulfur. Well, we don't seem to have any sulfur. but I seem to remember us making sulfur in the past, and it wasn't that big of a deal, was it? I'm trying to remember. So we can pulverize, wasn't it coal? Yeah, we can just throw something into a sag mill. I'm almost positive I remember this, and I'm not crazy. Sag mill. That's what it was. It was coal, and it'll give us pulverized coal, and a 10% chance for sulfur. Well, let's just grab like a stack of coal, because we're not hurting for it. We'll pop up here to the sag mill, which, what are you doing right now? Sag mill, what are you working on? Oh, you're still doing this. Oh, this is a slow-going process. Would you mind doing this for a little while, please? I mean, I realize that's not your kind of go-to task, but I need at least... I mean, I'm going to need some... Here we go. Let's see where this gets us. I'm going to need at least 4... Yeah, I'm going to need 4 of those anyway. But then also, if you could get some sulfur, that'd be nice. We'll go ahead and take these downstairs and start the ore processing. Pulverized gold, tin. There we go. Get these going. Look at all those resources. It's incredible. No, we got 2 pieces of pulverized coal that time. That's nice. How about some sulfur? Oh boy, 2 sulfur. Hot dog, we're halfway there. Whoa, ho, ho. Living on a prayer. Or, hold on, doesn't this produce 2 of them? I can't remember if it matters what order we put them in there. I guess it does. Alright, that's fine. Also, this is... Oh no, have I lost it? Oh, good grief. Yeah, okay, there we go. So that gives us the 4 of those. And then the 4 of those inside of the magma crucible. Is there anything inside of here real fast? No. Okay, we want to make sure we don't get any crossover between these. But that'll give us... Okay, yeah, there we go. We've got our 1,000 buckets of pyrotheum. And then we're just going to need an empty bucket. Simple enough. We'll dump this out. This went by way faster than I thought. I thought that this was going to be a challenge. Apparently not. Please put things in the bucket. Blazing pyrotheum. Now you want to be careful with this stuff. This stuff can burn down your house. This stuff can burn down your face. If I'm not mistaken, this might be the same stuff that catches you on fire if you're too close to it. So if we take a look down here, it'll show us melting speed 0. How about now? Melting speed 7! Egads, Batman. Like, it even catches the... Wait a minute, this is stone. It's catching the stone on fire. That's how hot this is. I wonder if we can prevent that by putting, like, one of these on top of there. I don't think these will burn. Might be able to, save us a bit of trouble later on down the road by just placing that there and being done with it. So that's going to smelt up the solid stone a heck of a lot faster. I mean, more than twice as fast. Oh, wow. And look at this. The lava is filling up. Like, even fat. Let's expand that tank. Let's grab some more lava. We need at least 4 buckets of it. We're going to need some more water. Let's go do that real fast. Get us a couple more tanks there. Again, not as long as I thought it would take. Run them over here, and if I'm not mistaken, I think you can make these just any shape you want to. So we could just do that number there. And as you can tell... Oh, it's so cool. I like to watch it rock back and forth in there. That wave is really nice touch. My goodness, 7. I'm so glad we did that. And of course, that one piece could service up to 8 crucibles, 9 crucibles, if you just place it in the center there and have it spread out. We might do that. We might expand this out a bit. I'm not sure how you would get to the one in the middle, though, to extract from it, but still. We could just do like a circle of them and not really worry about the middle one. That blazing pyrotheum is some serious stuff, though. Alright, well, for now, that's where we're going to end it. I don't want to make this episode too long, but just to refresh, we are using the transfer node and some transfer pipes to move cobblestone into the tops of our crucibles, and then we've got some blazing pyrotheum underneath our crucibles, cooking up that cobblestone. We are extracting it with fluid conduits from Ender.io into an open blocks tank. And next episode, we're going to convert that into energy. I think between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and build some more of these so we can increase the lava production even more. And until next time, thank you folks for watching. My name's been Cub. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Bye. Say goodbye, cow. Thank you.